Good afternoon, friends. I think we'll start our session. We are late by 15 minutes, so we have to rush. The topic is PRIs, Panchayat Raj institutions, and the CSR interface and convergence. We have distinguished panelists. Dr. Jayalakshmi will be joining us soon. She was the former head of Center for Panchayat Raj in NIRDPR. Sri Umapati, former IGP, he has done some interesting and good work. So we'd like to hear his experience. Shyam Rao, consultant to BFS and I. May I now request Mr. Shyam Rao to share his experience.
Thank you. That was very enlightening. Especially the MBA part, I didn't know because I'm not with MBA. So I'll correlate that MBA to my MBA. I'm sure all of you heard about a lot of good things, do's and don'ts, and what can be done, what can be achieved, what are the issues, challenges, so on. It's in morning language. And many more to come for tomorrow also. See, I had a big notes to speak, but I will rather keep it short and sweet. The simple reason is there are people who are well versed of the concept, the process, support from government or within the organization. I'll talk from my own experience over the years. Though I'm not a CSR professional, I'm a technology professional, but I use this profession even to go to the end mile, whether the village level. What happens is the CSR, the way whether it's a corporate or it's a government or even a panchayat that there's an obligation. It's coming to me fine. I don't have a choice as far as panchayat that is concerned. They'll accept and take the responsibility. Okay, corporates, they do part of CSR very actively. Some corporates do it genuinely, some corporates do it maybe for tax benefit. Sorry to say that. And government, they do a lot of schemes. Some are successful, some are really bad. They do it either for vote bank purpose or maybe they want to bring something new to the society with genuine interest. The point which is missing in the whole cycle, vicious cycle what we have today, do we really do it for the sake of doing it? Or we have to do it because some people don't want to do it? What is important? See, I'll cite an example. CSR is not a profession, if you ask me. See, I do everyday CSR. Okay, with a responsibility. Just I'm driving, I see a old beggar, maybe physically handicapped. I give him 5 rupees. I see this as a social responsibility and day-to-day life. I don't think we really require a department or institute or a government or delivery and channels to deliver what is we feel is social responsibility for. I think if we start that, the whole transformation of the actual CSR will take place. Not, please just don't do it, somebody told you to do it. That is the most disturbing point I have seen over a period of time. Second is see, when I go to a village, generally I don't go suited, generally I go the way the Vikas interest. they feel that I'm a local person. The first experience when he sees me there, you have to get yourself involved with that village person. Okay? The faith. In fact, during lunch I was talking about, I did ask this question, one senior professional. What is the major challenge as a senior institute you face when you go and meet a villager? They don't trust me. Right? Because the history has proven over a period of time that, especially when from a department or maybe to a government or an institute comes and talks to him, he's scared. What the hell is here? What is his agenda? What is his motive? Okay. So that faith or that has to be generated first. And the last part is the thing which really hurt every villager is the money part. See, if as long as his stomach is full, he will do anything. See, you have to understand the roti kapra makan is the basic requirement of a villager. He doesn't require a big talks from politicians, he doesn't require a big talk from corporates. They don't require PowerPoint slides. Understand his daily problem. See, when you talk to him, even in his local language, his local dialect, he feels you are connected to him. See, when I went to Nepal, for example, this of course is on financial side of financial inclusion. On Himalayas, one villager is there. Then he saw me, in fact, I was just local, with a cap and stuff. He immediately greeted me as a local language. Of course, I didn't understand. So my interpreter was there, he made me understand. So that connection is in the village is required. I can't go sitting in Hyderabad or Mumbai, go to a remote location in Warangal, which is highly effective, and deliver what government has promised or what the corporate institutes have promised. You have to do due diligence at specific village level and understand what is the local need. That is third most important thing. Okay. Once you do this basic groundwork and ground rules are set for yourself, now of course, I'm not denying that we can avoid this change, there is public, private and panchayat's role in the whole cycle of delivery mechanism. But each of these three entities have to work in a specific framework. See, all the process models we are talking about doesn't really address what should be the framework we need to work on. What do you want to achieve end of it? Okay. How do I check myself whether my framework is going to fit for this specific village? So there has to be a robust framework. Where of course all the aspects what we discussed about corruption, auditing, should be part of that framework. But primary focus is to ensure that this initiative or program is successful. The end result, end goal of the framework should be that. And you should be judged or you should be questioned on the success of that specific program. And another primary stuff, see, most of these programs are run by the government. Fine, they are funded. But being a corporate person, do I require government fund at all? See, I have a lot of money as a corporate person. I spend, say, 2%, which is legally. Why don't you spend, say, 10% of your profits, which is peanuts for a corporate? And please don't go through government channels. Probably you can directly fund to the Panchayat Raj with undertakings and all the audit or the accountability of that particular money which has been spent for this specific program is accounted for. No, second, my observation is that too much of monopoly from the government in any of these schemes. But fine, as he rightly said, if the government is too much of an enabler, there is a problem. So there has to be independence given to whether private or public sectors to carry out this initiative on their own. Maybe they can give a weekly report, a monthly report, a status report to the government to keep them updated what's happening. I would think my request to even for the corporates or public sectors, don't do this just because your boss will ask you to do it. Or you have to show your balance sheet thing that yes, I did spend 2%, 10% of my revenue towards CSR. Do it from your heart. It's required. See, the emotions plays a bigger role in success of any of these programs, not on the books or not on the papers. Thank you. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Mr. Shankar. Just when Dr. Jayalakshmi mentioned about the GPDP, Gram Panchayat Development Plan, it is done basically to involve the local people, villagers, to make a plan based on their own assessment of their resources and assessment of their requirements and prioritizing various requirements. And this process is done through, maybe some of you must have been exposed to these techniques, participatory rural appraisal techniques. As I think Mr. Shamrao rightly mentioned, the trust, creating the trust. When we go, or our CSR functionaries go to the field, the trust has to be created. Unless we create the trust, then their buying in, their involvement will not happen. So the participatory rural appraisal PRI enables that, creating that ecosystem, engaging with the people and understanding them, and then they come forward to map their requirements and plan their resources and prioritize their activities. This is one area where every CSR unit, CSR group should, wherever they are engaging with the rural sector, they should know and they should get exposed to these techniques. And of course, as I mentioned, Panchayat, strengthening the Panchayat can be the precursor for sustainable development. Strengthening the Panchayat's capacity, Panchayat's working capacity, efficiency can be an enabler for sustainable development. There are a large number of activities which can be done through CSR interventions. Another area is creating that leadership development at the local Panchayat level of different shapes, different types of initiatives can be as part of this intervention, so that things can be taken forward. So with this, I'll stop here and I'll open the forum for discussion. Still we have about, maybe we can spend about 10 minutes. Any clarifications, you're most welcome. No, nobody? Okay. So as we, if I can conclude, looking for all the opportunity or every opportunity for engaging with the Panchayat can strengthen, in fact, our own projects, our own initiatives. So to help you in that, you can take the help of NIRDPR in developing expertise in engaging with the Panchayats, in developing expertise in working in the form of skilling in terms of PRI, participated rural appraisals, and of course connecting with the panchayats. As I mentioned in the morning, the cluster of panchayats are going to be selected for poverty-free panchayats. So connecting to those clusters, in fact, we will be coming to interested corporates to get connected and then start working in those areas. And plus, in addition to that, depending on the potential of that panchayat, that locality, definitely taking up some sustainable livelihood activities can be a good area where we can make the difference. So with this, I thank the panelists, Dr. Jayalakshmi, Sri Umapati Garu and Sri Shyamrao Garu, for their coming in here and then joining us in this panel discussion. And I thank all of you for your patient hearing. And I think as for the organizers, I think we'll break for tea, quick maybe 10 minutes tea, then we'll reassemble again. Thank you. Thank you.